Do angels have wings? Biblical scriptures speak frequently to angels having wings, but does that mean that angels have real physical wings? Well, hang on, we're about to find out. Greetings, everybody. My name is Stevie Garofalo. This is Reason for Truth, where the truth comes first and the reasons come last. But we're always and constantly learning, because when we stop learning, we stop teaching, or at least stop teaching well. Reason for Truth is the channel and the organization that helps you, both Christian and non-Christian, cut through the fog of culture's distorted truth, because in our relative world, the truth doesn't change, but the human will to distort it certainly does. We cut through the distortion of current events with the truth as an antidote to the false messages that are so pervasive in our world today. Before you get started, give the old Gonzalo Sinistro, bam, Italian left hook to that subscribe button down there, and then go ahead and click that little alert bell. You won't miss anything. All right, listen, biblical scriptures write that many, if not all, angels have wings. The seraphim described in Isaiah 6, verses 1 to 3 have wings. In the year that the king Uzziah died, I saw the Lord sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up, and the train of his robe filled the temple. Above him stood the seraphim. Each had 6 wings, and 2 he covered his feet, and with 2 he flew, and 1 he called to another and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. Now listen, the cherubim Ezekiel saw in his vision has wings. Ezekiel 1:6, but many other Bible verses about angels make no specific mention of wings. For example, Hebrews 13:2 says, Do not neglect or show hospitality to strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware. Okay? In conclusion, while it's possible that all of God's angels have wings, it's not a necessary condition or conclusion. See, though many angels are described in the Bible as being winged, we cannot conclude definitively that this is true of all, if not any, angels. Since there's no explicit reference indicating that angels as a whole are winged, we must regard this at best as an inference, right? Finally, angels are not physical beings. That's the really bottom line. In other words, they're simple beings. They don't have any physical bodies. There's no complexity to them. There's no physical arms. So if you don't have a physical body, how could you have a physical wing? We as humans, we have a physical body. We have a body and we have a soul and a spirit. We have both. Angels don't have a physical body. They only have just a spirit, pure spirit. Okay, angels are simple beings, meaning they are pure spirit like God, but they're not God. Like God only in the sense that they're pure spirit. And unlike humans, angels are pure spirits according to Luke 24:37-39 and Hebrews 1:14. These verses make clear that angels have no physical matter in their body, or their beings, I should say. They have no divisibility, being simply created beings as pure spirits or beings. The only way that they can be seen by mortal humans, you say, how does that happen, Steve? Well, is by miracle. One of 2 ways. Either God must perform a miracle so that a mortal man or a woman can see the spirit or the spiritual world, as is the case in 1 Kings 20:22 and then verses 19-23, or that God must perform a miracle so that it's essential that the spirit being can materialize as in some form and be seen with mortal eyes, as in the case of Genesis 18-19. The bottom line is that as pure spirits, angels need no physical wings because they are not subject to the physical laws of the natural world, such as birds or airplanes, or even as humans in those dangerous bat suits they fly around in. I don't understand that, but why anybody would do that. As such, the biblical scriptures speak frequently to angels having wings for the simple reason of God talk, right? Understanding God, his communication to us as human beings. We cannot conceive of some kind of Star Trek type of beam me up, Scotty scenario, but we can imagine an angel flying around, and as such, I believe that God depicts angels in the Bible as having wings to help us better understand his created angelic beings as having the ability to kind of come to and fro spiritually, right? And in a sense, physically, in the sense that we think we're seeing that. So when we think or we read about or we imagine in seeing angels come down, from the spiritual into the physical universe, or the earthly heavens, the different heavens, or the earthly heavens, right? The earth, the sky, and the universe. God uses all this to help us understand in our mind, to be able to grasp the reality that there's an angel there. And that's why I believe angels are depicted as having wings in the Bible. In closing, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Boom! Then go ahead and click that alert bell and consider supporting us financially as we reach out to countries on every continent with the gospel of Jesus Christ. You can do that at reasonfortruth.org or at reasonfortruth.bible. Hit the donate button. And you want to make sure as well, join my locals community. Stephen Garofalo at locals.com. That's got some cool stuff. Early access audibly through all of my Reason for Truth podcasts. They come out early, commercial free. If you're a actual subscriber there, you can join for free. You can subscribe for $5 a month. That's all it is, and you get all kinds of other articles and things we're starting to come out with. So see you over there. I'm your host Stephen Garofalo, and this is your Reason for Truth for today.